Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So new Gem Knights, they were revealed a couple of days ago, so let's try them out. And the new support is actually fantastic. They got a new level 4, which is a Stratos, which gives the deck an extra normal summon. It can reborn itself and it's sent to the graveyard, so crazy stuff that it all does that. They also got a new spell, which is basically a Rota for the Archetype Plus. It also has a built-in Shadow Fusion-like effect, so being able to fusion summon, what is it, a non-rock? Which kind of because again, there are not that many great non-rock Gem Knights, right? Fusions, that is. But you can use the materials from your deck. So again, fantastic, because again, that triggers most of the new stuff. So they also got the new big body, what is level 7, it can special summon itself, and then Foolish Burial, what is it, a normal from a deck, or not Shadow Fusion, Gem Knight Fusion itself to the graveyard. Again, super fantastic because it extends to the Link 2 and so on. And of course they also got a new fusion, a big boss, basically needs, what is it, 3 Gem Knights, but again the Link 2 kind of lets you cheat it out. This one, the Master, you can tribute itself to special summon up to 3 of your non-rock Gem Knights, and that includes extra deck summons. So what you want to do is, you could okay, yeah, first of all, this one, what is it? I'm not too familiar with the names, the one that bounces. So let's say you can go for Little Knight, trigger Masquerina, use the fusion itself, and then when that fusion leaves the field, you can bounce a card from your opponent. So it's basically more interruptions. You could go for the Lady. What is it? The Lady that as soon as your opponent activates monster effects during your turn, you can banish a Gem Knight and then pop cards. So that's superb. You could have gone for that as well. So it's up to 3, and then includes regular Gem Knights, so from your grave, not only the extra deck, but from your graveyard as well. Anyway, so short set, the strategy is fairly similar to Ritual Beasts. You, again, like, getting out any generic rank 4 just screams to be abused, right? Featuring Colossus, if you have the extra deck space. I don't, because I'm running the Azamina stuff, because again, Diabol Star also has, like, those tie-ins with the Gem Knights. You know, discarding stuff, get stuff back, and at the same time it's an Omni-Negation plus a draw, so it's just sick. Plus it's a dark, which could be important for Protoss. So Protoss Calling Fire, which in today's format, with Tenpai, with Fire being the best deck, mostly game, if you're playing against Yubel and you know it's Yubel, just call Dark. So Protoss is basically game winning on its own. Plus again the deck, and that's something that I haven't mentioned yet, this new Gem Knight, the big one here you see on screen, also has a graveyard negation effect. It's also an Omni-Negation, but you need to banish itself from the graveyard and 2 Gem Knight cards. And that's where the new spell also comes into play, you know, the Rota or Fusion. But you can use both effects during the same turn. So you can search first, potentially force out Ash. If your opponent Ash is dead, just activate the second and go for the other effect, being the Shadow Fusion-like effect. So crazy stuff. Another example going first, again, this is the Stratos, search, and then, you know, giving her an extra normal summon. The Imperm does hurt, so no search, we can go for the Omni-Negation first, at least that was the plan. Yeah, because we now able indeed to set up the Gem Knight Fusion, and that makes it so that we can use the materials for this spell from the deck. We go for Court. Oh, speaking of Courts, is... you could manic more cards, and what is it, during your opponent? If your opponent controls a monster, okay, there are some combos to give your opponent a monster, but not so sure about that, especially because the FTK is not really possible. I'm not sure, but I don't think it's possible, because of the half damage, right? Most of the new cards have that downside. But yeah, I'm not so sure about Quartz. Okay, discard, search a continuous spell, which Brilliant Fusion is banned. There is another one which also is like a fusion spell, but again, as soon as you use it, you're locking yourself into fusions. What is it? For that turn or the rest of the entire turn? Yeah, that could be okay. Maybe one-off, but as you saw, like, I'm not running the Mulch Army anymore, because again, there's just no space, and I prefer Diabol Star package. But again, if you're not running the Diabol Star package, you could definitely go for that. It's up to you. So again, multiple interruptions. The extra normal summon here wasn't that important. With Seraphinite on field, again, potentially going for Masquerina with the, what is it, one of the Gem Knights that lets you bounce. I think Protoss called Fire, which isn't that crucial against, whatchamacallit. against Yugioh, right? But this was all fine. Still have my Omni Negation in Graveyard. Protoss Fire is not that important. Still at the Omni Negation droplet only negated, what is it? The protection effect of Lady and the Masquerina, and then again, this is all fine. We can go for a comeback next turn, right? So we draw Quartz, which is fantastic. We can use or go for a Fusion Summon or potentially force out Little Knight first. And then, yeah, as soon as your opponent activates a monster effect, you can chain with Lady. Again, one of the fusions that's super easy to get on field with the new support. And then, you know, we cheat, well, not cheat out, a couple of extra fusion sets, you know, with Gem Knights. The FTK is not that easy anymore. Not sure if it's still possible, but going for the OTK is definitely possible. And this is cute. As you know, like, what is it, the Armadillo, this one, the Stratos 1.0 for Gem Knights. It's not once per turn. So again, searchable off of this new Gem Knight card. Potentially using multiple times in a turn, especially because of those extra normal summons. And this should be more than enough, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Indeed, more than enough. So really cool. Really nice. Going second this time. Yeah. Against Duel. And this hand is okay. Oh, and there's a thing with the Devianart package is that it's hand trap bait as well. Or Link Faller. I mean, battling it, you know, in like a full field, full combo these days, you need non-engine. Mulch armies probably, imperms, droplets, but of course them having Ash, like something, what is it, wanted, definitely lures out their Ash. So this is almost basically full Yugioh combo. You have the trap for pop, you have Yugioh fusion for monster negation, what's there, oh, you have Caesar, right, for monster, I had imperm, but I was like, it's only one negation and Yugioh can play through that. Multiple extenders, so I was like, let's keep imperm for the potential end board, for the potential omni negation if they're able to go for that one. So this is still okay. Let's see. You go for Wanted, which again gets Ashed, obviously never resolves. I think we set up the Gem Knight fusion first. Yeah, we go for the Gem Knight fusion first, which indeed gets impermed. I mean, you know, chain imperm on Caesar. Use the, what is it, the level 4 to search. Ash Blossom was already used, so we can freely go for the cheat out fusions, right? You go for Lady, which again is not once per turn, so every time your opponent uses a monster effect, banish a Gem Knight, you can banish a Gem Knight card to pop one monster or pop a card, which again is superb if you're playing into a board from your opponent. So this is all fine, but here I make a mistake unless I'm missing something. So get another search, go for the Gem Knight Link 2. The trap is being used, and I was like, okay, Lady does protect, right? Protect any Gem Knight from being destroyed by card effects once. Unless I'm missing something, I might have missed something. Otherwise, I think the Gem Knight Link 2 should have survived, but it's fine though. So go for, what is it, Brilliant, Lady Brilliant, names. And then cheat out a couple of fusions, and then I have more than enough to attack for a game. So that's basically it. So really cool. This new support is fantastic, but it, you know, does somewhat suffer from the same weaknesses as it has had before. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a sign out. Peace.